I love municipal bonds. Municipal bonds are really fun. Fun, 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 fun. Municipal bonds, come and enjoy.
To continue our discussion on how our politicians learn about U.S. public finance and municipal bonds, when I speak of schools of government, I am not referring to the study of political science, but of the actual administration and operation of government. Traditionally, the study of the operation of government was generally known as public administration. And generally, the universities that had programs in such government studies actually titled them schools of public administration. Unfortunately, in recent years it must be said that many universities have retreated from the teaching of public administration, and instead prioritize a more subjective, less applied thing called public policy, which may be more like political science than public administration. Many universities have even deleted the words public administration from titles, and have dumbed down, for lack of a better way to explain it, the decline in government education by replacing official titles with the words schools of public policy. And where there were traditionally only a few select schools of public administration, there are now many universities with schools of public policy. It could be argued, sadly, that the predominant study, and awarding of certificates and actual degrees by these many new programs, as well as at formerly highly respected and effective schools of public administration, is now mostly about think-tanking public policy and ideals, and less about the actual operation of government, nor of public finance nor municipal bonds. And it must be said that most of these new public policy degrees and certificates are meaningless campaign resume padding, that in the current real, applied world of government administration and operation, can actually be a distinct negative. I see a candidate, or elected or appointed leader, or government official bragging of a degree or certificate of any kind in government or public policy, and presume their specialty was public cupcakes and lollipops. Be forewarned, do not presume your political leaders are geniuses, nor even smart nor qualified, because they have a cool-sounding degree or certificate. It is the opinion of Captain Municipal Bonds that all this does unfortunately also encompass and apply to Harvard University's John F. Kennedy School of Government. Perhaps even more so. I do not necessarily want to pick on Harvard Kennedy, because what I am stating applies to all universities. But Harvard Kennedy is the preeminent school of government. Everyone wants to go there. Not just from the US but from around the globe. And why not? It is Harvard. You get a prestigious-sounding certificate or degree to tout and display. And you get to wear the Harvard logo sweatshirt. So, much of the focus on the teaching of government does point at Harvard Kennedy. But what is Harvard Kennedy teaching? Does it really help? And it must be questioned who is doing the teaching. Within the study of government and public administration there is a unique subcategory called public finance. Public finance covers the borrowing of money by way of issuing municipal bonds via Wall Street. Most schools of public policy are not qualified to teach public finance and municipal bonds. It would be scary if they even tried. With Harvard Kennedy, you would think they would be qualified. However, even with Harvard Kennedy, the concern is what public finance are they teaching? Are they just teaching the ways and ideas of Wall Street? And is it Wall Street who is teaching the teachers? Or perhaps it is Wall Street doing the actual teaching? The concern is that even Harvard Kennedy has blurred the lines between government education and Wall Street indoctrination, and is, in confidential truth, a tool of the Municipal Bonds Industrial Complex and the Wall Street Municipal Bond issuance process. The once steadfast U.S. Muni Markets are now polluted with weird and funky municipal bonds. And it is getting worse. Something has gone wrong. Why is it, for example, that most politicians sheepishly champion PPPs, or public-private partnerships, which in truth is the selling of a public asset to a private corporation? Is Harvard Kennedy teaching their students this is a great thing? Why not teach them PPPs are a bad thing? That they are a Wall Street money-making thing? And why not teach them that public-private partnerships are not the only option? There are other solutions. Washington, D.C. has a Harvard Kennedy Alumni Club that astonishingly boasts nearly 10,000 members. Some may be PhDs. Some may be holders of master's degrees. It is unclear what the acceptance standards Harvard Kennedy demands. It does not matter. Most Harvard Kennedy alumni out there are executive education certificate holders. Irregardless, it would be difficult to walk the streets of our nation's capital without bumping into a genius from Harvard Kennedy proclaiming, "Let us issue municipal bonds." To me it seems almost cult-like. It's not as if Harvard Kennedy grads are dancing on the streets singing Hare Krishna. But it does seem they are all in on borrowing billions, and issuing weird and funky municipal bonds. Harvard Kennedy. What are you doing? What have you done? Captain Municipal Bonds wishes to offer Harvard Kennedy a course suggestion, mandatory for all its students. Its title, How Not to Be Wall Street's Bitch. But would Harvard Kennedy know how to write this course? Is Harvard Kennedy qualified? Would they even know how to begin? And then, would they even be capable?
I love municipal bonds. Municipal bonds are really fun. Fun, 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 fun. Municipal bonds, come and enjoy.